Hello, my name is Morgan Barnes, and today I'm going to be discussing some different cultural aspects of Pakistan and the best way to do business in that country and what not to do in that country. The three aspects that I will be focusing on will be Hofstede's dimensions, specifically individualism and collectivism. I will also be discussing proxemics, personal space and greetings, and then the worst time to travel, including holidays. So to begin, we're going to talk about individualism and collectivism. This part of the model explains how people interact with each other. Pakistan is very collectivist. As you can see from the chart, they have a very low score with 14 on the individualism scale, so that makes them collectivist. This means that Pakistan people are more group-oriented and relationship-minded. If you're planning to do business in Pakistan, the best thing you can do is steer away from individualism ideas. Collectivist cultures view those for themselves as cold and not inclined to want to work with them. The best way to do business is to create a relationship and establish a strong sense of loyalty. Don't go in with a get-it-done type attitude. Collectivist cultures are huge into family relationships, extended family, and any other type of relationship. So when working with them, every member of the group is equally responsible and just as loyal to each other. There's no individual efforts or individuals to be blamed or rewarded. It goes to the group as a whole. It's not acceptable to correct or blame each other in public in Pakistan. It's found to be very offensive. Pakistanis are very accommodating since they're collectivist oriented and they want to help however they can. However, during business meetings, it's not unheard of for them to shout and yell at each other, but they won't directly insult anyone. They also approach situations based on how it relates to their family and to Islam, which is totally different from Americans who use logic to come up with the best idea. So, moving on to nonverbal communication, proxemics, it refers to personal space between people when communicating. Different cultures have different ideas. Pakistan can be considered a moderate contact culture, meaning they're right in the middle of a lot of physical contact and not a lot. They only use their right hand for public gestures, such as shaking hands or eating. Using the left hand in the presence of a Pakistani is insulting. That hand is used for specific purposes, such as after using the bathroom. A greeting is only acceptable between members of the same sex. There are some different instances, but that's the best rule to abide by. Greetings tend to be very personal and long. They want to know how you are, how your family is, how your health is, etc. You don't greet them by their first name. That's saved for close relations only. And when greeting, because of their collectivist culture, it's best to be introduced by a third party because they tend to want to work with people that they know. So, in Pakistan, they also tend to stand closer to people when communicating, and if you're doing business and you stand too far away, they take you as being distant and they don't want to work with you. This is very different compared to Americans who are very non-contact oriented and shake hands to greet but don't do much anything else. However, in Pakistan, it's not acceptable to stand too close if you're in the presence of a woman. So when doing business meetings, it's proper etiquette to stand when others enter the room. It's also important to never cross your legs so that the bottom of your foot faces somebody else. There's several gestures that are found to be unacceptable, including burping, spitting, stroking your facial hair, the OK hand circle, pointing, and a thumbs up. Just a few examples of why stroking your facial hair can be seen as revenge, and to do the thumbs up is equivalent to the middle finger in the United States. So, Pakistan also has several holidays which could prohibit business, making it a bad time to travel. Ramadan takes place during the 9th month of the Muslim calendar, which is actually happening right now. It began in May. During this time, Muslims fast during the day, restaurants are closed, office hours are different, opening earlier and closing earlier. Businesses aren't closed, but it wouldn't be advised to visit because you'd have difficulty due to the different business hours, restaurants being closed, and just the overall celebration of Ramadan. So every year at the end of Ramadan, one of the Islamic faith rituals, the festival of Eid al-Fitr takes place. This lasts for 3 days in Pakistan. It's celebrated by feasting, praying, giving money to the poor, and giving Eid greetings. This would not be a good time to travel expecting to get business done because it's a 3-day holiday. This year it falls on Monday, June 26th through Wednesday, June 28th, so people will be taking off work for it. Another important holiday is Eid al-Adha. This takes place for 2 days, so it would make it difficult to get business done. And it's known as the Feast of Sacrifice. It's the most important feast on the Muslim calendar. So, as you can see, Pakistan has several different cultural aspects, especially different from America. And in order to be successful, knowledge is key. So here's some of my sources, and thank you.